evening, everyone, and welcome to the Renfrew Public Library Board meeting of February 26, 2024. Can I please have the roll call?
Mayor Sidney.
Present.
Donna Clark. Present. Heather Dale.
Present.
Lauren Davidson.
Present.
Jane Donnelly.
Present.
Councillor Legree.
Present.
Tracy Stevens.
Present.
Kelly Thompson.
Present.
Maggie Murdoch.
Present.
And Chair, we have quorum.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I'll ask the library CEO to read the land acknowledgement, please.
As we gather, we'd like to acknowledge we're meeting on the traditional territory of the Algonquin people. We would like to thank the Algonquin people and express our respect and support for their rich history, and we are extremely grateful for their many and continued displays of friendship. We also thank the generations of people who have taken care of this land for thousands of years. Honoring the traditional territories of the Indigenous peoples is one of the 94 calls to action of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission's report. To do this properly, we encourage everyone to learn more about the lands we call home, as we all have a role to play in reconciliation.
Thank you. Any conflict of interest? Hearing and seeing none. On to D, confirmation of board minutes. Anybody have any questions about the minutes, corrections? Yeah.
Just had one question. In the minutes, we had mentioned that we would look at revised December figures in February, and I don't think we did. Are we going to get revised December figures at some point?
Let me just have a look. I can't recall what was missing.
I know they always do like a 13th month statement or something where they put in the figures that they missed from the actual at the end of December.
Oh, yes, those have not been completed yet.
Okay.
Once they're completed, I'll bring them forward.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Thank you. Anybody else? Hearing none. Motion to accept the minutes. Councillor Legree, second by Heather. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Moving on to E, financial statement. And the motion is the Renfrew Public Library accept the January 2024 financial statements as presented. Mover.
I will move.
Second by Councillor Legree. Did you want to highlight anything, Chief Librarian, of the financials?
I think we're just starting. You'll see, usually at the beginning of the year, you'll see some big payments go out. Usually our e-resources, some of our subscriptions for the year, you'll start to see them coming out near the beginning of the year. So there's always a bulk in a couple of lines that will be showing. And other than that, I don't think there was anything major, unless a Deputy CEO has something she wants to add.
No, I didn't see anything. Like Jane had said, we're just waiting on the updated financials for the revenue in 2023 in order to have the balanced budget.
Great, thank you. Any other questions?
Just one, just the provincial grant, that's just the regular 16,000? Or is that December's?
Sorry, is that on this?
That's on, it says current actuals, 16,000.
So that would be for the 2023.
Okay, so it's got to be rejigged, I guess? Yeah, okay.
Any other questions? Hearing none.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Sorry, my mistake. I just realized that was under the capital. I'm pretty sure that's our Trillium grant. That's part of the Trillium grant payment. Sorry.
Anything else? Hearing none. All in favor of the financial statements? That's carried. Thank you. On to presentations and reports. That the Renfrew Public Library Board of Trustees accept the library activity report and monthly statistics report as information. Mover, please. Jane, seconded by Tracy. I'll turn it over to our deputy.
Yeah, so January and February, our meeting is a little bit later than it was supposed to be, so some things I believe have happened. Kelly and Emily attended the OLA conference, and it was fantastic, I think, a great learning opportunity. I went to Quail Creek's open house, and it was great to meet new residents and get them signed on with library services. Our tech help is really appreciated at Quail Creek, and we used to open it as well to Bonashare Manor, but they need a bit more assistance currently, but it is something we're looking to do this year, bring back this year. As you saw, the program guide has been merged, and it was released today in print format, and it is online and available on our website. And it looks great, and a lot of work, and kudos to Carrie for getting that together. And our co-op student has started her placement at the library, and she's great. She's helping with various programs, and she's helping us make bookmarks and things like that. So that'll be a great opportunity for Bianca. I believe Kelly went through all the staff reviews and work plans, and we'll be sharing that with the board. And what else? Oh, our carpet looks fantastic now that it's been fixed. And there's one more patch that we're gonna spruce up, and then it'll get a deep clean this spring. And we did have to postpone our trivia night just because of, we didn't have enough teams registered, but we are hoping to move that into the spring as well. And yeah, other than that, the rest are just some brief overviews of some programs and what's been happening. And Family Literacy Day was well attended. Everyone had a great time, and they said, we had some feedback saying that they wish we had more Saturday programs happening. So that's something that we're looking at this year. And Nora, one of our coding club participants, she won the 8 to 12-year-old category, and that's a great achievement. So we're really proud of her, and she'll be receiving a prize for that from Fiero Coding. And no, everything else looks good. Our board games are popular, they're going out. Our new French collection in the adult department with our teen, the Forester reading titles, they're out, they're available to be borrowed, and we hope to increase it to a whole bookshelf of French titles this year. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it for the update.
Great, thank you. Absolutely.
Sorry, just add a couple of things too. I forgot to put something in there. You will see the RFP going out probably by the end of this week for the entrances at the library. So we've been working with Ashley Robertson, who is the procurement person for the town. So she's been helping us put that together. So we're hoping to get that out. And sorry, there was something else I wanted to update on. I've drawn a blank. I'm sure it'll come back to me.
Great. Any questions about the activity report and statistics? Hearing none. I'm just going to comment on the stats for a second. I noticed that in 2023 for adult program attendance, we had 102 people. This year we had 211. Also for the children's library programs, 12 last year, 24 this year. Attendance for children's programs, 86 last year, 272 this year. Class visits, 2 last year, 5 this year. Class visits attendance, 8 last year, 80 this year. So I just want to give kudos to the staff for the amazing work that you guys are doing. Obviously the numbers don't lie, and people are using the library, and numbers continue to grow, and I think that's fantastic. So I just wanted to highlight a little bit of that. Any other questions? Yes?
Sorry, yeah, and I just want to thank the town. Part of that is allowing us to have a full-time programmer. That has definitely helped with outreach and with the adult programs, senior programs, and more staff means, we're able to do more for the community, so it's much appreciated.
Great, thank you. All in favor of receiving this report? That's carried, thank you. On to new business, G1, Update on Infrastructure Canada grant. I will turn that over to you.
So our long-awaited response was no. They decided that the application did not show enough advantage for climate and, what was their actual wording here? It did not provide sufficient evidence that we consulted climate data and/or identified potential climate risks and mitigation measures. So, I mean, unfortunately, we are not in a high-risk area for many things, so it's kind of hard to make that up. That being said, so that's one avenue that obviously we've exhausted, and we'll start looking at other ones and seeing what else we can do to still manage to make some changes and fix up at least parts of the building at a time. So
Definitely unfortunate. Any questions, or does anybody have anything on that one? Hearing none. Going on to the 2023 annual report. And my computer is not cooperating. There we go. That the Renfrew Public Library Board of Trustees accepts the 2023 annual report with suggested revisions. Mover, please. Councillor Green, seconded by Jane. I will. Which one of you is handling on this one? Okay.
So this is the annual report, and we have pretty much everything in. We are just waiting on the final numbers for our financials. We also need an image for the library board. And was there anything anyone saw in the report that they would like us to edit, update, anything added, information you're looking for that we didn't include? There wasn't.
Just say it looks good.
Oh, good.
Thanks.
We
Good work,
use the same
Maggie.
format as the 2021 report, and obviously just updated the numbers. We didn't notice any big change in the numbers, but other than we no longer use Twitter or X, so that number has been removed from our social media engagement. But otherwise, it's looking good. Any questions? No? No?
So just to warn the board, there's going to be you're going to see a decrease in patrons probably next month because it's time to do the cleanup that, as per the policy that the board approved a few years ago. So I believe it's every 3 years we remove inactive patrons to try to keep the numbers as current as possible. So you will see a dip next month, and it's not because we've done anything horrible to drive people away. We're going to be cleaning up that database.
Great. I'm just going to highlight almost 40,000 library visits. Like,
I think those numbers are quite impressive. 36,860 print materials borrowed. That's after a total of 39,900 in-person library visits. I believe that's in person, right? Yes. Yeah. So those numbers are impressive, I thought.
absolutely.
Just speaking to that, we are also going to be updating our door counters once we have them installed. That number might also change because they're very specific. Like they're not better at measuring, but you'll get a clearer number and a clearer picture of who is coming in and out of the library.
And I will say the new Sensource, once it's installed, we'll be able to see, actually, it'll go by hours, it'll go by, it tracks people and images, so we'll be able to actually see when the busy times are, when the quieter times are. So I'm really looking forward to everything we're going to be able to do with this new system once we get it in.
Excellent. Anybody have anything else?
612 new library cards in a year, that's pretty impressive. Yeah.
And that number is accurate.
Yes.
You just proves how important the library is to our community and the great work that they do. So again, thank you to the staff for that.
And just to kind of go off the agenda somewhat, I think it's really important to still, what we still keep running into is that old perception of the library is the silent place, and as much as we kind of, all the staff is constantly trying to change that out there, it's a really hard image to break. So I think with the amount of programs, the amount of people coming through, we're slowly kind of seeing an increase in teens. We're slowly seeing that change, but we definitely need everybody, all of our users who know that, that's not the case, to make sure that they share that with everyone they know, to try to change that image.
Great. Anything else? All in favor in receiving the report? That's carried. Thank you. We have no closed sessions. Our next meeting, do we have the date? I don't have the date on that one.
We had talked about this last meeting, that we did Mondays because of Peter, and Laura had asked if we could change it and not, it doesn't have to be Mondays anymore. Mondays were Peter's day to be available. So we hadn't picked another meeting.
So is there another day that works for everyone, or that we wanted to move it to? I know Tuesdays are definitely out, but I don't know if there was another date that the board was looking at.
I wasn't specifically asking to change it. It was just that there was one meeting that had to be rescheduled, and I can't remember why.
It was
And we were
family
looking
day.
at
It was
another-
family day, because we were the
Yes, it was
third
Family
Monday.
Day.
Yeah.
And so then we were looking at other Mondays, and I
Mm-hmm.
just noted that we could meet on a Tuesday. I understand Tuesday's not good, or a Wednesday or a Thursday. We don't have to meet just on a Monday.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So in other words, we'll just keep it the third Monday of the month unless something has to change. We don't have to make it a Monday? Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
saying. Yes.
Does Monday work for the rest of the board still?
Perfect. All right, so then our next meeting would be the 18th, I believe it is, of March. And with that, we are adjourned at 5:20. Thank you very much, board.